There is a version of you that wakes up anxious every single morning. That version replays old mistakes at 3 a.m. when everything is quiet and dark. It shrinks in situations where it should be standing tall. It whispers, I can't, before you even get the chance to try. And the most painful part is that version of you feels so real, so permanent, like it will never change. But here is what neuroscience, psychiatry, and psychology are telling us right now in 2026. That version of you is not who you are, it is a program, and today we are going to delete it. Welcome, what you are about to hear is not motivation. It is not positive thinking or feeling good advice. This is hard science from the world's leading neuroscientists, psychiatrists, and psychologists. And it answers the most important questions you will ever ask yourself. Can I actually change who I am? The answer is yes. And here is exactly how it works. First, we need to understand what the old self actually is. Psychiatry tells us that your personality, your reactions, your fears, and your patterns are not who you truly are. They are who you learn to be. From the age of 0 to 7, your brain was in deep receptive, almost hypnotic state. It was absorbing everything around it, recording every experience, programming itself based on what it saw, heard, and felt. Every time someone told you that you were not good enough, your brain quietly recorded that. Every time you felt unsafe, unloved, or ignored, your brain built an entire protection system around the feeling. And over time, that protection system becomes your automatic response, your personality, your identity, your old self, and it has been running your life on autopilot ever since without your even realizing it. Now here is where everything changed. For decades, scientists believed that brain was fixed after childhood. They thought that what you were, you would always remain. Then came one of the greatest discoveries in modern science, neuroplasticity, the proof that your brain physically rewires itself based on what you repeatedly think, feel, and do. Every single thought you think fires a neural pathway in your brain. Every time you repeat that same thought, the pathway gets stronger, deeper, more automatic. This is exactly why your old self feels so real and so impossible to escape, because you have been unknowingly reinforcing it every single day of your life. But here is the beautiful other side of this discovery. What can be wired can also be rewired. New thoughts create new pathways, new emotions build new connections, new actions form a new identity, a new self, and it can start today. Psychiatry takes this even deeper. Inside your brain, there is something called the default mode network. Think of it as the narrator of your life. It is the voice that speaks when your mind is not focused on a task. And for most people, that voice is not kind. It replays failures, it rehearses worst case scenarios, it keeps telling the old story of who you are over and over again. Psychiatric research shows the people experiencing depressions, anxiety, and unprocessed trauma have an overactive default mode network. They are literally trapped in a mental loop of their old self, running the same reprograms, feeling the same feeling, getting the same result. But the same research also shows us that this network can be calmed and retrained through focused attention, through new experiences, through consistent deliberate practice. The loop can absolutely be broken. Now psychology asks a very important question. If the old self caused us so much pain, why do we hold on to it? The answer is one word: familiarity. Your brain doesn't always choose what is good for you, it chooses what it knows. Even pain, if it is familiar, can feel safer to your brain than an unknown better version of yourself. This is why people stay in relationships that hurt them, why they remain in a job that drains them, why they keep repeating the same patterns that they desperately want to break. Not because they were weak, but because the old self keeps whispering, at least I know this place, at least this is familiar. And letting go of the old self is one of the most psychologically challenging things a human being can do, because it requires you to grieve who you were in order to become who are capable of being. So now the most important part: how do you actually delete that old self. There are four clear steps that neuroscience and psychology gives us. The first step is to catch the program. The old self runs completely on autopilot. So the very first thing you must do is simply notice it. When a negative thought arrives, when an old reaction fires, just pause and name it. Say to yourself, this is my old program, not me, just a program. The second step is to interrupt the pattern. Neuroscience shows that just 6 seconds of pause reduce your brain's automatic emotional reactions. 6 seconds is your window. That tiny gap between the trigger and response is where your power lives. Use it every single time. The third step is to install something new. Every time you consciously choose a different thought, a different response, a different action, you are literally building a new neural pathway. You are writing new code in your brain. It feels uncomfortable at first. That discomfort is the feeling of growth. The fourth and final step to repeat until it becomes automatic. New neural pathways need consistent repetitions over weeks and months before they become your default way of being. This is exactly why watching content like this every single day matters. Not just for information, but because daily exposure to new way of thinking keeps those new pathways alive, growing and strengthening. Now here is the final piece and possibly the most powerful one of all. Psychology research shows that the fastest way to change your behavior is to change how you see yourself. Not I'm trying to confident, but I'm someone who is confident. Not I'm working on being healthy, but I'm a healthy person. This is not pretending, this is not fake positivity, this is neuroscience. When you adopt a new identity, your brain begins filtering everything through the new lens. It starts finding evidence that the new self is real. It starts noticing opportunities that match the new story. And slowly, day by day, the old self gets less airtime, less energy, less power over your choice. Until one day you look back and you genuinely do not recognize the person you used to be. You are not your past. You are not your childhood wounds. You are not the story that someone else wrote about you when you were too young to disagree. You are a brain that is capable of extraordinary, scientifically proved changes. Every single morning you wake up is a fresh opportunity to run a different program. The old self will resist. It always does. But every time you choose a new thought, new response, new actions, you delete a little more of you no longer need to be, and you become a little more of who you were always meant to be. If this video reads something deep inside you, drop the word delete in the comment right now. Watch this every single day for 30 days and then come back and tell me what has changed in your life. Share this with someone who is ready to transform and subscribe, because everything coming next will go even deeper than this. See you tomorrow.